Bhagavate Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Shloke Bhakti Bhavati Naishtike Om Ajnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Caitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandam Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Tam Sajivam Advaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Shri
Radha Krishna Padam Saguna Lita Shri Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpati
Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta
Namaste
Tanchana Gaurangi
Radhe Vrindavaneshwari
Vrishabhanu Sati Devi Pranamami Hare Priya Namo Vishnu Padaya
Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale
Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Chari Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Vaschatya Deshatarine Panchakalpa Tarubhyascha
Krishna
Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Bhakti Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
Rama Rama Hare.
Continue reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, here on Canto 3, Chapter 16, Text 19. Now the four Kumaras are, again, they are speaking to the Lord. They know, oh, I'm sorry, my dear Lord, we cannot understand what you would like us to do. So tarantihi anjasamrityum nivrita yad anugrahat yogina sa bhavan kim swed anugrahayeta yat parahe. Mystics and transcendentalists, by the mercy of the Lord, cross beyond nations by seizing all material desires. It is not possible, therefore, that the Supreme Lord can be favored by others. Unless one is favored by the Supreme Lord, one cannot cross over the ocean of the nations of repeated birth and death. So if we really want to get liberation, we need to have the favor of Krishna, the mercy of Krishna. And here we have his mercy. That's why we are able to hear and chant about him, trying to understand the absolute truth. You know, we have been given this opportunity to chant the holy name, to read the Bhagavatam. So that's all Krishna's mercy. Here it is stated that yogis or mystics cross beyond nations by the mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There are many kinds of mystics, such as the Karma Yogi, Jnana Yogi, Dhyan Yogi, and Bhakti Yogi. The Karmis particularly search after the favor of the demigods. The Jnanis want to become one with the Supreme Absolute Truth, and the Yogis are satisfied simply by partial vision of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Paramatma, and ultimately by oneness with him. But the bhaktas, the devotees, want to associate with the Supreme Personality of Godhead eternally and serve him. So what's being said is, it's only by the mercy of the Lord that we can actually get out of this material world, be situated in our true position, only by the mercy of Krishna. Even if somebody is a mystic yogi or a jnani, a dhyani, Everyone needs the mercy of Krishna to achieve the desired goal. Whatever is the goal, they want to become one in the Brahman, the Brahma Jyoti. Also, it needs the mercy of Krishna. Otherwise, they cannot enter into the Brahma Jyoti. Or the Dhyana Yogi who wants to understand the Supreme Absolute Truth as the Paramatma in the heart, they also need the mercy of Krishna to be able to understand, to able to realize the Paramatma in the heart. And what is the devotees? What do the devotees want? What they want is they want to associate with the Supreme Lord. That's the reason the devotee does not want to be in the Brahman. Why? Because he knows, okay, there's light, there is Shanti there, there's peace, but Krishna is not there. Krishna is not there, and a devotee wants to be with Krishna because Krishna is so lovable. He's so loving. So a devotee wants to be with Krishna, to be able to have this loving relationship with Krishna. That's the reason he's saying he just wants to be with Krishna, the devotees. So it has already been admitted that the Lord is eternal, and those who want the favor of the Supreme Lord perpetually are also eternal. Krishna, he's eternal. God never dies. God never dies. The example is given that the sun, it rises and it sets. But does it mean that the sun does not exist anymore if the sun sets? No, it's rising in some other part of the world. So because doesn't mean that it's not there in our vision, the sun does not exist. Similarly, the Lord, the Supreme Lord Krishna, he's eternal, eternal. And the devotees are eternal because they're eternally related to him. They're eternally serving him. Therefore, yogis here means devotees. By the mercy of the Lord, devotees can easily pass beyond the nations of birth and death and attain the eternal abode of the Lord. So somebody might say, okay, yes, I'm a devotee now, I do not need the Lord. No, a devotee means he's always seeking the mercy of the Lord. He always understands that he's totally dependent on the Lord. He's not independent. And because the devotee has so much love and so much faith in Krishna, what he can do, he can easily pass beyond the nations of birth and death. So easily, it's not difficult for the Bhakti Yogi. Whereas for Gyan Yogi, it takes thousands and thousands of lifetimes. Even for Dhyana Yogi, it takes thousands of lifetimes. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita that Janmanam Bahunam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyante Vasudeva Sarvam Iti Sa Mahatma Sudurlabha. That one, after many births and deaths, one who is in knowledge surrenders unto me, knowing me to be the one and all, the supreme. So here we are being advised that taking up the bhakti process is the shortest process if we want to cross beyond this material world of birth and death and attain the eternal abode of the Lord. Attain the eternal abode. It's only by bhakti can we attain one of the spiritual planets, because even by the Gyan Marg, we cannot enter into the spiritual planet. We'll be only in the spiritual space, because that's the desire. The realization is only up to the spiritual space, the Brahman. So the Gyan Yogi will only attain that. The Lord is therefore not in need of another's favor, because no one is equal to or greater than him. Actually, everyone needs the favor of the Lord for successful understanding of his human mission. So we are all dependent on the favor of the Lord. The Lord, he's supremely independent. He's Swarat, supremely independent. It's not that, oh, I'm doing this for Krishna. He doesn't need it. We need to do whatever we need to do to be recognized by Krishna, to gain his favor. Is that okay?
And what is the human mission? It's to realize God, to realize Krishna, devotional service.
Yes, thank
Right?
you. Yes, that's the mission of human life.
Human
Yeah.
life. Yeah.
Yes, to love Krishna, love God. Text 20. Yam vai vibhu tir upayati anuvelam anyer artharthi bihi swashirasa dritapadarenu dhanya pitangiri tulasi navadhama dhamno lokam madhuvarata patir iva kamayana. The goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, the dust of whose feet is worn on the head by others, waits upon you. I'm sorry, waits upon you as appointed, for she is anxious to secure a place in the abode of the king of bees, who hovers on the fresh wreath of tulsi leaves offered at your feet by some blessed devotee. As previously described, tulsi has attained all superior qualities due to being placed at the lotus feet of the Lord. So Tulsi Maharani, she is very dear because she's a pure devotee of Krishna. She's offered at the lotus feet of Krishna, and so that's the reason she's very dear to all the devotees. That's why she's glorious, so glorious, because Krishna accepts her. The comparison made here is very nice. As the king of bees hovers over the tulsi leaves offered to the lotus feet of the Lord, so Lakshmi, the goddess who is sought by the demigods, Brahmanas, Vaishnavas, and everyone else, always engages in rendering service to the lotus feet of the Lord. The conclusion is that no one can be the benefactor of the Lord. Everyone is actually the servant of the Lord. So a very nice comparison is given. Lakshmi Devi, every one of us is running after Lakshmi Devi. We all want this favor of Lakshmi Devi, opulence. You know, even the demigods are waiting for the favor of Lakshmi Devi. Everyone is waiting for the favor of Lakshmi Devi. But what is she doing? She is anxiously waiting, serving the lotus feet of the Lord. She just wants to serve the lotus feet of the Lord. She's anxious. The word used here, anxious. Everyone is anxious to get her favor. She is anxious to be serving the Lord. Well, because the bees are also there. The bees are being so attracted to the flowers, the lotus, the honey of the lotus feet of the Lord. And Lakshmi Devi is anxious to serve the lotus feet of the Lord. You know, so kind of a competition between the bees and Lakshmi Devi. Here, like everyone is competing to get the favor of Lakshmi Devi. Oh, please be merciful to me. Please be merciful to me. Everyone is trying to get her attention. So similarly, she's trying to compete with the bees to get the attention of the Lord. It's such a nice poetic. So the conclusion is that everyone is actually a servant of the Lord. We are all servant of the servant of the servant of the servant. No one can be the benefactor of the Lord. And then the sooner we realize it, the better for us, so that we can actually, you know, take the shelter of Krishna and be situated in our original position. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yastam vivikta chariter anuvartamanam natyadriyat parma bhagavata prashangaha satvam dvijjanupatha punya raja punitaha Srivatsa Lakshma Kim Aga Bhagava Janastvam. O Lord, you are exceedingly attached to the activities of your pure devotees, yet you are never attached to the goddess of fortune, who constantly engage in your transcendental loving service. How can you be purified, therefore, by the dust of the path traversed by the Brahmanas? And how can you be glorified or made fortunate by the marks of Srivatsa on your chest? So it is said in the Brahma Samhita that the Lord is always served by many hundreds of thousands of goddesses of fortune in his Vaikuntha planet. Yet, because of his attitude of renunciation of all opulences, he is not attached to any one of them. So we are trying to get the favor of one Lakshmi Devi. Here, Krishna is being served by, always served by many hundreds and thousands of goddesses of fortune. But because he has this quality of renunciation, he is renounced. The Lord has 6 opulences: unlimited wealth, unlimited fame, unlimited strength, unlimited beauty, unlimited knowledge, and unlimited renunciation. It's only Krishna who has these 6 qualities, no one else. And that's why he is qualified to be God. He is the Supreme Lord because he has these qualities of being the Supreme Lord. Unlimited wealth. No one is richer than Krishna. There are many rich people on this earth planet or even in the universe. Brahmaji is the richest, no? Because everything is belonging to Brahmaji. But Krishna, all the universes belong to him. All the spiritual planets belong to him. Unlimited fame. Krishna is famous everywhere, in the material world and in the spiritual world. Unlimited strength. No one is stronger than Krishna. We all have our own limited strength. And if we do research, no one is stronger than Krishna. Unlimited beauty, beauty, unlimited beauty. We have seen many beautiful people on this earth, but there's no one more beautiful than Krishna. Unlimited knowledge. We might have some knowledge, but Krishna has unlimited knowledge. He's the one who's giving us the Vedas, and unlimited renunciation. In spite of having all this, he's not attached to it. How prideful we get, I can say about myself. If we have a little bit of wealth, or little bit of fame, little bit of strength to be able to do some things, little bit of beauty, little knowledge, and then we get so proud. Oh, I have this, I have this, it's because of me. But Krishna, unlimited renunciation, not attached. All the demigods and other living entities worship Lakshmi, the goddess of fortune, just to get her favor. Yet the Lord is never attached to her because he can create an unlimited number of such goddesses for his transcendental service. Krishna can create so many Lakshmi Devis. He's not dependent on anyone. We are each of us dependent on Krishna. So again, here the Lakshmi Devi, all in Diwali Puja, we'll see everyone will take out their Lakshmis, trying to get her favor. Demigods are trying to get her favor. Krishna is not trying to get her favor. She wants to get the service of Krishna. Lakshmi Devi wants to get Krishna's favor. That's why she's always serving the lotus feet of Krishna. The goddess of fortune, Lakshmi, is sometimes envious of the tulsi leaves, which are placed at the lotus feet of the Lord, for they remain fixed there and do not move. Whereas Lakshmiji, although stationed by the chest of the Lord, sometimes has to please other devotees who pray for her favor. Lakshmiji sometimes has to go to satisfy numerous devotees, but tulsi leaves never forsake their position. And the Lord therefore appreciates the service of the tulsi more than the service of Lakshmi. So when the Lord says that it is due to the causeless mercy of the Brahmanas that Lakshmiji does not leave him, we can understand that Lakshmiji is attracted by the opulence of the Lord, not by the Brahmanas' benedictions upon him. So very nice a comparison is given that Tulsi Maharani, she's always at the lotus feet of the Lord. She doesn't have to go anywhere. She's always there. Devotees are always, in fact, offering Tulsi Maharani to Krishna's feet because they know that he likes it. But here we are all trying to get the favor of Lakshmiji, and she doesn't like that because in that way she has to leave the Lord and go to other places. And she doesn't want to leave Krishna. She doesn't want to leave Krishna. And so what is the reason that we are able to understand that Krishna is saying, oh, it's because the Brahmanas are blessing him that always Lakshmi ji be with him. But it's not that. It's just that Lakshmi ji is always attracted to be with him. She does not want to leave him. She does not want to leave him at all. The Lord, so the whole world is running after Lakshmi Devi. And who is she pining for? Who is she yearning for? The lotus feet of the Lord. The Lord is not dependent on anyone's mercy for his opulence. He's always self-sufficient. It's not that he's God because of this. It's not that he did something to become God. It's not that he did something and he became rich, or he did something that he got so much knowledge, that he did meditation and then he got the knowledge and then he became. No. It's him. It's just him. That's how he is, always self-sufficient. The Lord's statement that his opulence is due to the benediction of the Brahmanas and Vaishnavas is only to teach others that they should offer respect to the Brahmanas and Vaishnavas, the devotees of the Lord. So Krishna always, by his example, teaches us how to follow. He is giving all honor and respect to the pure devotees, to teach us that we should also give all honor and respect to the devotees of the Lord. It's not that he is opulent because of their benedictions, but he is teaching us how to properly glorify the devotees. Is that okay? Any comments or questions?
Means,
yes.
So that means that Krishna himself is saying this, that his opulence, as thought by that his opulence is because of the Brahmanas and devotees' blessings.
Krishna,
that is how it is, like everybody think that way, is it, or is he that?
Well, Krishna, he's saying that I am opulent because of the blessings of the Vaishnavas and the Brahmanas. He himself is saying that. But that is his humility. That is his, because he wants to give all honor and respect to the Vaishnavas, to the pure devotees. That shows that how much he cares for his devotees, that he's like, I'm whatever I have is because of you. He's giving that to the devotees. But we shouldn't think that. We shouldn't think that Krishna is opulent because he doesn't have something and somebody blessed him, or he did something and then he got all these opulences. This is for us to understand that Krishna is giving so much, such a high regard for his devotees, and so we should also do that. And also,
is it rightfully to say that Krishna is attached to his devotees?
Yes, yes, thank you. That's the point I was gonna say just now, that he loves his devotees so much. What we do, we say it's all because of me. Whatever I have, I did it. I did it. But here, Krishna wants to give all credit to his devotees. He does not want to take credit for himself. He's saying, oh, no, it's because of the devotees I have this thing.
But though he's fully renounced, completely renounced.
Completely renounced. Because he's completely renounced, he's able to say that. We say, no, it's because of me. See how hard I worked. I have these wonderful qualities, and that's why I'm such a great person. But Krishna is not saying that, although he's the greatest person. He's the greatest person, and he's saying, oh, whatever I have is because of my devotees' blessings on me.
Yeah, I remember we also read that the lotus feet, the glories of the lotus feet, he said that it is because the devotees, he
said, because I'm attached to my devotees, that's the reason my lotus feet have the power to take away the sins of other people. But it's not that. It's just he as Neha just said, attached. Yes, that's such a nice word. He loves, just trying to understand how much he loves
His devotees.
his devotees, you know, and he just wants to give them all the credit and don't take credit for himself. So he's so humble, so humble, so humble. And so it's something for us to learn, you know. He has everything and yet he's so humble, we have nothing and we get so proud.
He's Sampurna. Sampurna.
Sampurna, yeah. And so that's the reason he wants us also to cultivate the quality of humility. You know, he wants us to cultivate the quality of humility. He doesn't, because he himself is so humble. Himself is so humble.
So important, this humility, no? Yes,
Yeah.
this quality of humility.
Yes. And Lord Caitanya says that it's only how can we constantly chant the holy name? It's only when we become humble. He says that only Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahisnana Amanena Manadina Kirtanya Sadahari. Only in a humble state of mind can we constantly chant the holy name of the Lord. So we need to cultivate humility. Although sometimes I wonder, you know, how do we be humble? I really don't know how to be humble. More humble, it said you have to be more tolerant than a tree. But what does it mean by that? You know, it amazes me. I'm not a tree to understand how do I become that tolerant or more humble than a grass? How do I become more humble than a grass? I'm not a grass, you know. But just goes to say that those are the qualities we need to cultivate. You know, Lord Caitanya is saying that. And the author of Caitanya Charitamrta, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, he said that we should tie this verse around our neck. Never forget this verse. He said this is the foundation.
Could you share this verse with us?
Sure. This is the third verse of the Shikshashtaka, and it's the whole foundation. That be more humble than a blade of grass, be more tolerant than a tree, give all respect to others, and don't expect respect for yourself. And then I just get baffled. How do you even start to do this? You know, I really don't know how. You know, like what does a tree feel, and how can I be more tolerant than a tree? You know, or more humble than a grass? But need to chant more. Then the more we chant, then the more maybe I can understand this. And so it goes both ways. We need to chant to become humble. We need to become humble to chant. So, you know, side by side, need to cultivate it. So, are there anything else to say? I'm thinking we won't start this once. It's a little longer. So if anybody wanted to share anything for this few minutes or any realization. If no, then we'll end here today and try to imbibe this Trinadapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahisnuna Amanena Manadina Kirtanya Sada Hari. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Shilpa Prabhupada ki jai, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.